This morning on The Dish, a man who's brought artisanal French baking to countries around the world. Born in Lorraine, France, Emmy Kayser's great-grandfather, grandfather, and father were all traditional French bakers. In fact, he learned to count by preparing eggs and measuring sugar.
He worked as a baking teacher and consultant, and then in his early 30s opened his first bakery in Paris. It was an instant hit and led to Maison Kayser locations all over France and then the world. Today, there are over 100 bakery cafes in 20 nations, from Tunisia to Tokyo, including 16 here in New York City. Emmy Kayser, good morning. Welcome to The Dish.
Bienvenue.
Merci beaucoup.
This is a terrific spread. Tell us what's here.
So I try to come in with many different type of food that we serve in our place. We are starting with, we go at the end with éclair pistachio and fondant au chocolat. After we have the tourte, you see this big tourte that we use. It's very old recipe, and we put salmon and cream inside.
Beautiful.
So you can serve the food and eat directly. You don't need to clean the plates and all. You have the famous bœuf bourguignon that you can take for lunch or for dinner in our place. And after you have the salad with endives and roquefort, and it's something very good with buckwheat bread. And after we have a raspberry tart, and we have different dishes. You see, for example, we show how we can do a baguette with goat cheese, because it's very simple but very good. We try to go back to find the good ingredient on the top of the bread. So it means that we try to take care of the brain and on the belly.
Yeah.
Because it's very important. If you eat pure food, you have a good brain.
It's true.
This is normal way. Huh?
And bread makes me think better. I know that for sure. Chef, you're using artisanal heritage technique. Your family was involved in boulangeries, bakeries, but they sold the bakeries before you actually began your stint as a baker. Tell us about your family history.
Yes, my family has a bakery, a small bakery in the east of France.
Yeah.
And when I was very young, since 3 years, my dream was to be a baker. And I see in my dream that I will traveling a lot and open a bakery in different countries. So when I was 16 years, I started to learn the bakery for 2 years with apprentissage. After I was at the army, and after I do the Tour de France, but not for bicycle, for learning bakery for 5 years. And after I have started to teach to the people how they can improve a technique for the bakery.
Right.
And after 8 years, I decided to open my first bakery in 1996.
You were 31, so you waited quite a while.
Yes. And my dream was to starting to do a bakery, my bakery in Paris, but in the same time try to teaching to the people how they can improve this work, this business, because bakery is beautiful. You know, you take 5 ingredients. I say all the time: flour, water, sourdough, salt, and passion, and you do something fantastic.
Tell us about, you talk about around the world. You have businesses around the world. You have business in Tunisia, in Tokyo, you're in Cambodia, you're in Senegal. How do you have quality control when you have so many places around the globe?
And such different markets.
Yeah, different market. I think the most important is, if I am alone, I'm nothing. But because I have a team, I try to give the know-how to my people, and some people are better than me now, so they can take care of the quality. This is the most important, to give your know-how, to give your passion to the people, and after they can take care of the quality.
You were in the Blue Berets, and you served
Blue Beret.
and you served in Lebanon.
Yes.
Which was part of your whole sort of desire to see the world, yes?
Yes. And I think I have starting to learn how I can live with the people in this time, you know, because you sleep in a tent. You stay for 6 months, so in a tent, you share your food and all, and you're starting to learn how you can share with the people. And it was a very important period of my life.
Yeah.
In terms of sharing information, have you changed different pastry or recipes or products depending on each market that you're in?
Yes. For example, in Japan, they love matcha tea, so we add the matcha tea inside the almond croissant, and the people just love that. But for sure, we need to adapt the size. For example, in Japan, they like small size. In America, we put just a bigger size. Since we have starting 22 years ago, we have starting to reduce the sugar, half of the quantity in the pastry.
Wow.
And this is the most important for me.
Well,
it's my work.
That makes me all the more eager to eat this eclair.
You can eat a lot of eclair now.
Twice as many, because it's half the sugar. Chef, as I ask you to sign this dish,
Yes.
I will pose the question we always ask, which is, if you could share this beautiful meal with anyone, past or present, who would it be?
I think I will take my grandmother because she gave me the technique and the patience to do something very good. And she was very important for me to give me, to show me the way.
Well, she has shown you the way. This bread is beautiful. I'm going to eat far more than I possibly should. Eric Kayser, chef, thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
And for more on Eric Kayser and the dish, head to our website at cbsthismorning.com.